Hello, Virgo. This is Nikki. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, this is an alphabet series that I'm doing. I'm going to pull an alphabet here and see what comes out. I'll do the reading. It could be the initial of your first name or the first initial of like your nickname or something like that. I have a playlist that's entitled Alphabet Reading, so hopefully your reading is already over there. If it doesn't resonate, stay tuned because this is going to be an ongoing thing. Okay, I'm going to pull two, maybe three readings tonight and see what message spirit has for your first initial. Okay, let's see. Somebody said I didn't do a reading for J. I went back to check. I could have sworn I did a reading for J. So the J is back in here. I could have sworn I did one. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. Let's see. What initial am I reading for today? F. Okay. So if your initial is F, this reading is for you. So I have A, K, J, X, S, Y, and E. Okay. Then I'm going to read for in the coming readings, but we're going to start tonight with F. So if your first initial or nickname begins with F, hopefully you'll be able to resonate with this reading. Okay. Spirit, give me messages here for someone whose first initial begins with F. We have Franklin, Franny, Fiona, Freddie. Maybe you love Freddy Krueger. Francesca. What are the messages for you if your first initial or nickname starts with F? Strength. And we have here the Page of Wands. Okay. You're not moving as fast as you should. Okay. Maybe you're taking too much time to make a decision. Yeah. We got the Three of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. So there's something that wants to come your way, or maybe you want to say something or do something to somebody, or say something, but it's like you don't want to because you don't want to. You're afraid that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Grow some balls. That's what I'm going to say. If your first initial begins with F, grow some motherfucking balls. Okay. Sometimes you got to don't be a wuss. Say it. Speak it. It's like it needs to be said. And you may hurt somebody's feelings though, F, but sometimes you don't realize the strength that you have. I don't think you realize just you can really, really say this, or you can really do this, but you don't want to hurt. You care about people, and I understand that. But sometimes you gotta say something. Okay, you gotta say something. Because people, they will take your kindness for a weekend in a minute. They will take your kindness for a weakness. Let's see. I just saw the Eight of Wands. Really, really fast communication. But yeah, you don't say what you need to say. You're so used to people hurting you and saying stuff to you. But when it comes back, you don't say anything. But it's time, okay, for you to say something to somebody. Like I said, you need to grow some balls. You care about somebody. Yeah, you probably love this person. But I think if you don't say anything to this person or figure out what you're going to do, it's gonna bite you in the butt. It's like you're gonna regret it. We got the Empress here, but we also got you having the ability to really, really understand that sometimes I'm hearing no means no. Sometimes you got to learn how to say no to people too. But you honestly have to learn how to let people go. Okay? You gotta let people go. Because you don't want to look back on this and say, I should have did this. It's like you're not being fair to yourself. You always want to make sure everybody else is taken care of. Everybody else is okay. But what about your feelings? What about your emotions? You got to remain positive. And here we are again with the Eight of Wands. But you got to stand up. Kind of like have a filter. Kids have no filters. Okay. They say whatever the fuck that comes to their mind without even thinking about it. They don't know about feelings and emotions and hurting people's feelings and emotions like you do. Okay. It's like you got to say it. And it may be a hard pill for you to swallow, but it's time, because if you keep on letting this person hurt you or this situation take place in your life, you're never going to get away from it. But once you say what needs to be said, and once you get this strength, it's like, oh, it's going to feel like you done had like 10 motherfucking pills or something that's going to give you the power to say, like the power to move mountains. It's like I said what I said and I meant what I said, and I'm not taking it back neither. Okay. It's like you have to get to a point to where you don't feel bad about hurting people's feelings. Don't feel bad about saying what needs to be said. You got to grow some balls. Okay. If your initial is F, first initial or nickname, or I'm hearing stage name as well. Something about a stage name. Maybe you're doing something on stage, having a lot of people compete with you for singing or dancing or theater or whatever, but you got to learn how to speak up. Don't let people keep walking all over you. But mostly, don't let people keep saying things about you and you're not saying anything to defend yourself. Got to grow some balls. There's no sense in saying, well, I could have did this, I should have did that. Now it's time, okay, for you to do what you need to do. You're still going to have other opportunities to grow. Other things in your life need to change as well. Other things in your life, you need to buck up and say, you know what, I know I got to do this, I know I got to do that, but you first need to do is start standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. That's what you need to do. That's more important in your life right now than anything. Stop holding on to your feelings and emotions. Open your mouth and say something. Stop holding on and have that sad face because somebody done said something that hurt you, made you hurt on the inside. Words do hurt, contrary to popular belief. But if these people have the big balls to say what they can say to you and it hurts you and it affects you to where it shuts your shit down, open up and speak. Okay? Grow some balls. If you don't, you're going to keep on getting hurt. You got to say something. All right? So if your first initial or nickname begins with F, hopefully this message resonates with you. All right? Talk to you later.